Long ago there were two sisters, Blue Dawn and Dancing Wind, her younger sister. One day their mother told them to get their baskets and go fill them with pinions for the coming winter. She warned them, "Come home before dark and do not cross the river." Well, they couldn't find that many pinions near the pueblo, so they wandered further until they came to the river. On the other side of the river, they saw trees full of pinions, and Dancing Wind said their mother would never find out if they crossed the river and filled their baskets. Blue Dawn tried to resist, but she couldn't, so they walked down the river till they found some rocks where they could cross. Then they started picking as many pinions as they could. Soon their baskets were full of pinions, and they decided to go home. On their way back, the sun began to fade behind the mountain, and it became very, very dark. They couldn't find rocks to cross the river, and they began to cry. Raven heard their cries, and he flew down beside them. He told them he would carry them across the river, but in exchange, he asked for one of the baskets of pinions. Then Raven grabbed Blue Dawn and flew her across the river. He returned to Dancing Wind. He picked her up and began to cross the river. But high in the sky above the river, he stopped and he said, "Why don't you give me that basket? I'll carry it in my beak." The little girl refused, and Raven became so mad he let go of her, and she fell far, far, far down into the land of the night sky, where, true to her name, she danced along the wind until she found a star she could grab a hold of. Far down below, she heard her sister calling to her, "Come back, come back," and she began to sob. The star asked her, "Why are you crying?" And she told him what had happened and how much she missed her family and how she wished she had listened to her mother. The star took pity on her, and he flew her back down to earth and landed her right beside her sister. Now it's time to go to sleep.
Tell me the rest, Evie. Tell me about the star.
When Dancing Wind went into the land of the night sky, she went where souls go when they die.
Your grandmother told you.
My grandmother told me that when you see a falling star, it's a soul coming back to Earth, getting a second chance.